Guitar Center getting Cubase 5. Got to pan over to Cubase 5. And I'm gonna go home, get this set up, get my thing going on, you know. Like I said, I told you I was getting the Korg M3. Got that a couple weeks ago, so y'all gonna be seeing me working with that too, with a combination of Cubase 5. I've been playing piano for about 14 years now, and yeah, I love it. I love playing keys. I'm a musician before a producer. I started off writing songs, like 14, writing corny love songs. And it kind of snowballed. I just started writing songs and then teach myself how to play piano. And I'll never forget it. I was looking for like a piano tutorial on YouTube, and I came across this guy, Ryan Leslie. And I just happened to, you know how the YouTube tunnel turns into, I just clicked on it. And I was so amazed by how he worked. Like, he was the singer, the producer, the writer. He did everything. He was the catalyst for me starting music production all those years ago. I never expected me to see his video and become absolutely obsessed with music production. I even have a funny video on YouTube where I dressed up like Ryan, and it's kind of nerdy, but I dressed up like Ryan Leslie. And I'm making a beat in the video, and I'm like, Next Selection, because that was the name of Ryan's label at the time that he was the founder of. And yeah, I was really invested. I studied everything he did. My favorite style of music to produce is R&B, because I believe R&B caters to your emotions. The way the music's produced, how it's mixed, how the artist sings it, it's all about pulling on your emotions, making you feel something. And I like music that makes you feel something, because I feel like that's what good music is. Music that makes you feel something. That's how you connect with it. That's how you keep a connection. You can think about a song that you heard years ago, one of your favorite songs. Why? Because it made you feel something. So my goal as a producer is just to create music that makes you feel something. I have some training in music production, audio recording. I was well into like self-teaching on YouTube and just learning how to play instruments and stuff like that on my own. I went to college, took a college course for music production, audio recording, but it was to learn what I didn't know. But once I took that course, I realized that you gain more relationships than. Not saying that wasn't beneficial, but now that I look back, I feel like I've gained some quality relationships and friendships from that experience, more so than I guess the knowledge that I was seeking.
I'm gonna cut the volume. So that was like a very, very songwriter based song. Like, you have to write a song to that.
I'm looking for songwriters, so.
Anybody songwriting in here?
If you are looking to work with someone who is professional, who will push you, you're looking to work with someone who is extremely dedicated to their craft and just resilient and persistent and consistent, then you definitely want to work with EngeniusBeatz. Not just beats, not just hooks, but he's also a wonderful recording engineer and a very great mixing engineer.
He's a real producer. Like when I had first met him, he pulled up on me like, yo, I like what I heard from you. I want you to hear some music, you know what I'm saying? I think we should work together. So, you hear that a lot, especially if you out here like just performing and stuff, but he followed up on everything he said he would, he sent me some tracks. They was hot, you know what I'm saying? We put something together. He set up the session, we recorded some fire. We've been like that ever since.
I think that's the most amazing thing to me. It's just the ability to create something where there is nothing. Create melodies and ideas from silence. So that is just fascinates me. So I would say, foremost, the love of it, just loving music production, loving great songs and great song arrangements. I'm just a fan of music, and I think that's what keeps me going, just loving, having a genuine love for what I'm doing. I'm in the studio with an amazing artist today, and she was like singing some vocals over the beat, and I put a guitar amp on it to make it sound like a guitar. So I'm gonna basically show you guys what I did real quick. This the vocals raw. Edit this guitar amp to make it sound like a guitar. Sounds pretty good. So that with all of the rest of the beat, it really, came out to be something special. So. I would say my biggest obstacle as a producer and engineer is finding the ability to differentiate. Yeah, it's hard to switch hats for me personally. Being a producer and then an engineer, like I made the track, now I have an idea of how I want it to sound. So I'm constantly going back and forth of how I want it to sound. And I could be really meticulous and perfectionistic when it comes to engineering side of tracks. Once I got the production right, it's like now I know how I want it to sound in my head, but just trying to get it there and just constantly, battling between this done and maybe more. I would just say letting go. Yeah, biggest obstacle I would just say letting go. To summarize it, letting go. But I'm currently working on learning different instruments. One day I want to be proficient at the guitar. And then after that, I plan on moving to the saxophone. I love the saxophone. It's a beautiful instrument. Guitar is a beautiful instrument as well. I just want to use the time that I have to become as proficient at the craft that I'm blessed in as possible. I serve at my church as a musician. I just want to learn as many instruments as possible, help as many artists as possible get their vision and dreams out.
A quick shout out to my guy EngeniusBeatz. I worked with him multiple times already in the past. Always a great experience. His beats, his mixing, his mastering, always adding his touch, adding his creativity to the project. Always a great experience. So I definitely recommend him. Hit him up. He's patient with me, answering any questions I may have as a producer myself. Always there to help.
We did a couple of beats together. He came over my house. He had all his equipment ready. It didn't even take a lot of time for him to even set up. It was just right there on the spot. And the music came out way better than I thought it would be.
I do mobile recording. I travel in the DMV area to different artists, home locations or wherever they may be, to record them in the comfort of their homes. Some artists feel more comfortable in their homes than they do in a studio environment. Studios can be expensive. You got to use gas to get there. So I'm kind of like Uber Eats, but for the music studio to your house. It would be nice to be able to, delegate that responsibility and just grow that team in that area. I would definitely say getting more into the sync music industry, the sync licensing industry. That's something I've been researching and studying. I'm really interested in that, looking to invest more time into that. And it could be pretty lucrative if you do it right. I'm just trying to invest in areas that will show a return over a longer period of time. Some advice that I would give to upcoming producers is make sure your focus is in the right place. Just having a love for what you're doing and what you're creating and the connections that you're making with artists are more important. I would say value that more than money, because with the way things are in the industry right now, you might not get paid till later, if at all, and you'll become highly discouraged because you didn't get what you were seeking out of it.
stay focused, keep striving, and remember every day you are closer than yesterday.